Well, our A-Main practices underway right now here for the 2019 Dirt Nitro Challenge. Our intermediate Nitro Buggy class on the track right now, as you can see, taking the track here. A little bit of extra time here for these guys. They have not been on the track yet today. And I tell you what, this Dirt Nitro Challenge track has changed. It changes race after race, not to mention day after day. So a lot of these guys have not been on the track for several days. As yesterday was our e-buggy and truck main events, so these Nitro Buggies getting a refresher here. Think about it, we were talking about it earlier in the booth here, myself and Tyler Hooks. We were talking about how the track not only will change from this point to nighttime, so a lot of these guys not so much able to test out necessarily tires and stuff, but more so just get a feel for the track, kind of find where the bumps and stuff are, and an overall general feeling, just kind of, as we say, a refresher. Again, this is our intermediate Nitro Buggy class on the track. Coming up next is going to be our Pro Nitro Buggy class. As you can see, these drivers making their way around right now. Chris Morali out there, Don Vink Mulder, Kurt Kellum, Parker Malone, Shane Simmons, Rhonda Drake, Marcus Garrett, Brian Givens, Zach Rogers, Brad Niblink. Well, let's send it down for an AKA Race Report with Tyler Hooks.
Guys, Tyler Hooks here with the AKA Race Report. This is right before the Pro warm-up. We're going to see if we can get a word with Gord Tessman over here. He's getting Ty Tessman's car ready. Actually, we'll get a word with Mama Tessman. So you guys are going out for the A-Main warm-up. Did you guys make any changes from Friday night?
Yes.
Don't know what the changes are?
I don't know. I know they did make some changes, but I don't know what they are.
So do you guys, you think you're going to do a full mock fuel stop, or do you guys kind of already just have that on lock?
No, we practice the fuel stops a lot at home, so we're going to just run or do fuel mileage. Yeah.
All right, well, thank you. We're going to move on over here, but thank you for the word. So that was Mum Tessman, not Moms. They're Canadian. And so they made some changes, but probably not a whole lot, but they are going to just check fuel mileage. They do those pit stops all the time at home. They don't have a new car or anything. Let's see who we can get a word with over here. Let's see if we can get a word with Lou Cavallari. First weekend running the new S-Works setup. How does Ryan seem to like it?
Everything's going pretty good. It's just getting enough track time. So we've kind of, with our other teammate Juan out here, we've been messing with some shocks and stuff. So everything seemed pretty good so far. So
you guys have been making changes steadily from Friday all the way through to today.
Yeah, we were kind of messing with the shocks on the car just to get a better balance, like front to rear and stuff. So, but yeah, it felt really good. At the last qualifier is when we made the setup. So we'll see how it is today.
All right. Well, good luck. All right, and we'll see if we can get a word with. See if we can get a word with Pierre Ronafok. Mr. Ronafok, have you guys made any changes for the warm-up this morning, or the same as Friday?
No, the car is the same as Friday. I don't know.
And I've noticed that you're looking much slimmer than the last time I saw you. What's the big deal?
Yeah, after DNC last year, I figured out that I have to lose some weight. So I lost 85 pounds one year.
Well, you look great. Congratulations and good luck.
Wow, thank you.
All right, so see if we can get a last final word with Mr. Tebow. Oh, no. So you've got Jared's new Techno ride. How has he been liking everything so far?
So far, so good. He really likes the way the car responds to tune-ups and stuff, and he's getting used to it, so it's going good.
Did you guys make any extensive changes for today's warm-up?
No.
All right, so they were keeping everything the same. So we're going to go check out a little bit of the character on the track, or personality as we've been calling it this weekend. The track obviously has been getting really rough. They've been making a couple of changes every night, but with the track getting a little bit drier every day, the track seems to be blowing out even quicker as the days go on. So if you look out right over here, you can see right after this huge triple, there's a bunch of really, really big holes right at the bottom of the landing. And so what some of these guys are doing are opting to go all the way around the outside of this big 180. They'll jump the triple, go all the way around the outside. Other guys are opting to go double, single, and jumping into the holes and using them to come around the corner. The other thing we've kind of been noticing, we'll wait till these last two cars come by, is as you can see kind of at the beginning of the straightaway right here, I see a bunch of rocks, and once you get towards the end of the straightaway, it's actually just pretty much all rock now. The straightaway is actually the lowest point on the track of any of the points, and so it's actually getting into the base that was underneath the dirt that was put here. This dirt all came from a motocross track that was at the Paris Raceway here before, and they just took that dirt and they moved it over here for this event. I would say that we could go a little bit further around the track, but as soon as these A-main guys get out there, then we're going to have to move anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this one back to Mike in the booth.
Well, awesome to hear from those guys there as they're getting set to go here for our A-main practice session here for our Pro Nitro Buggy class. Our intermediate drivers headed back out to turn marshal at this point. And again, these are 10-minute warm-up sessions for the A-main drivers. Now, unfortunately, the B-main guys, we have not run our B-mains yet. So the B-main guys that bump up, they're not going to get that A-main practice. However, another way to look at it is they're going to get a full B-mains worth, which I believe the B-main for Pro Nitro Buggy is 30 minutes. Our A-main going to be a 45-minute race. And it looks like these guys getting set to take the track now. Looks like they're working their way out there. There you see Corey Drachenberg at 5150 Media.
So these are the best of the best. Your 12 direct transfers into the show right here, warming up.
And here they come now.
World champions galore.
Making their way onto the track here. I believe we're looking at Elliott Boots, Ryan Lutz, Joe Bornhorst. You see these guys making their way around. This is a rough and gnarly track surface here at the Dirt Nitro Challenge. And the crazy part about this is if you're just tuning in to the Dirt Nitro Challenge coverage here on LiveRC, this track is not where the original track was meant to be at this facility. The original track was literally going to be 150 feet to the left. You can see back there off to the left-hand side the lake, and we're going to take a look at it here. The swampy lake over there to the left-hand side behind the bleachers, that is where the original track was supposed to be built. Well, Joey Christian, the dirt racing crew, they made the decision after downpours of rain, they were going to have to move the track. So they moved this over here to this location. So this is kind of a makeshift. This is a temporary to the temporary track. But they had already had the driver's stand put in place. They had a lot of stuff put in place, and they had to move all of that with very, very short notice. So they brought in Levi Jackson to help with the track build. The track has turned out fantastic. It's getting rough. It's getting gnarly. It's got a lot of, I'm not going to say character, I'm going to say personality to the track here. As you can see, these guys making their way around right now. Our fastest laps on the track, Mayfield with a 29.2 here in his warm-up session. And let's send it down here with Tyler Hooks for an AKA race report.
Hi guys, Tyler Hooks here again with the AKA race report. We've got Zach Rogers here. He's in the A main for intermediate Nitro Buggy. He's also the team manager for Kyosho America. How's the track looking back here? I mean, obviously you can see some of the personality that's going on. So how is it?
Yeah, I mean, if you've ever seen a picture of Mars, it kind of looks like that. Maybe the moon, however you want to describe it. And it definitely feels like you're driving on that surface.
Yeah, so are you guys continuing to make changes? I mean, I know Boots was running something really different. Did y'all kind of go that direction?
Yeah, we all are kind of, with our A-main warm-ups between Boots and I, we're trying some different stuff. We figured out some stuff that we need to improve on, and I just tried it. I don't know what I think about it, but hopefully Boots has some good feedback. He did some other things, so between the two, hopefully we can figure something out before the main start.
All right, well, we're going to move on down to Kurt Kellum. Kurt Kellum's running the HB Racing cars this weekend. He hasn't ran in over a year. He made the intermediate A main. So we're going to see if we can get a word here with Kurt. Hi, Kurt.
Hi, Tyler.
So The track's looking kind of like the moon.
It feels like the moon. And it's tough because right now it's so hot, and then we're all racing at night tonight. So there's no moisture in the track. It's dry. The grooved areas have a ton of grip, and then there's a lot of dust on top of it.
So with the temperatures being warmer today, is the track drying out significantly faster?
I would say so, yes. You know, because they're going to plan on watering after all the mains. So right now you can see, you can look at it. I mean, it's dust on crust.
So if you had to pick the hardest part of the track right now with all the bumps and everything, where would it be?
I think navigating around this corner quickly after the big triple into the face of the double is probably the trickiest part. Second would be over here after the back straight into that double. All right. Just choosing your line because the depth is so far back, it's kind of hard to see exactly where your car is. But
all right. Thank you, Kurt. We appreciate it. Yeah, so Kurt kind of mimicking what we were saying. The track on this front side where this, after the triple into the double is really difficult, and on the back side coming into the long double that we've been watching is the second most difficult part of the track. Those are the parts of the track with the most significant ruts in them. We're gonna see if we can get to the pit lane. It's a little bit rocky over here, so we're gonna make sure that our cameraman can make it all the way over here. So as you can see, even over here, these guys are coming onto the straightaway. No part of this is flat at all. And you're even starting to see some of the base underneath the track. So as far as Nitro Challenge has gone in the past, it hasn't ever gotten this blown out, and you definitely hadn't ever had to deal with rocks underneath the base. And we just heard Jimmy Babcock announce that they are going to go ahead and water the track after every single race from now on, because the track is taking in so much moisture in between every race, and the races are getting so long that it's just causing the track to blow out significantly faster than it had been earlier. Now we're going to see if we can get into the hot pits and get an interview with one of the pit guys. We talked to Truey yesterday. Truey, how does Mayfield's car look today so far?
Looking pretty good. I think we're, I would say this looks better than a Struggy warm-up yesterday, so hopefully that's a good sign.
Yeah, I mean, you guys said that a Struggy warm-up yesterday looked pretty good, and we saw what happened in the Truggy main, so more of the same today?
Well, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. We'll find out in about 6 or 7 hours.
Well, good luck to him, and good luck to you as well.
Thank you.
All right. I would like to get a word with Daniel Lewis, but he looks like he's about to call in Jared Tebow to come into the pits. So we're going to see if we can go around the other side and see if anybody's over there, because the pits are really thick on this side. These guys tend to take these A-main warm-ups pretty extremely seriously. It's the last 10 minutes you get on the track before the A-main, and especially at Nitro Challenge, they have this format where the last time these guys ran their Nitro buggies was actually on Friday. They didn't run them at all yesterday, so the track is significantly different, and the temperature is significantly different. So they can only get so much done in these 10-minute time spans. Let's see if I can grab a word with Ryan Dunford. I grab you? So we're here with Ryan Dunford, engineer at Team Losi Racing, and also a driver this weekend. How's Dakota Finn's car looking out there?
It's looking really good. His car's solid. We've all been working on it really hard over there in the pits, and just trying to get it the best we can so he can get a bump into the show.
So we talked to Barry Baker yesterday, and we thought it was really interesting. You guys' team, of all the teams, you have the engineers, the team manager, the team consultant, everybody's running this weekend. Do you think that's translating into what the professional guys are able to do, or does it at least make it easier to understand what they're saying?
Yeah, it really helps us to understand what's going on, what they're bringing to us, to experience some of it. Sometimes it enables us to be able to try things that they're curious about, so they can watch our cars. You know, there's a few different reasons for it, but really it's just so that we can all understand stuff better together.
All right, well, thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one, guys.
And if you look over this other direction in between, you can see the S-Works guys are working on Juan Carlos Canasa's car that looks like they're going to make a tire change in this 10 minutes. This is one of the most important things these guys can do, is if the car doesn't feel right as a whole, they can go ahead and make a complete tire change and see what's going on. We've got Matt Walter taking a video. We're going to see if we can catch Matt as soon as the video is over. But while we're waiting, we'll see if we can catch Kevin Gahan. Kevin, your weekend seems to be going pretty well, not only as a team manager, but also as a driver. How has it been so far?
It's been good. It's been fun. It's nice to spin some laps myself. I normally don't get to do that, so it's been good. Yeah, everything's going well.
So have you guys been obviously you have the new car, the 8X. Are you seeing major improvements this weekend with the team as a whole? Obviously, you just had Reno Savoia bump. You got Tanner Denny and Dakota Finn, so you guys learning as you go?
Absolutely. I mean, every day with the car is a learning experience at this point. I mean, we had, I don't know, 11 plus years with the old car. I mean, it was like, you know, we knew everything about the car for many, many years. So it's a whole new car. So we're learning every step of the way. So it's everything right now is a learning curve until nationals. I mean, hopefully our goal is to be on our A game by nationals. So we're taking one race at a time and developing the setup around that. We only had one other race before this, which was the Worlds, and we learned a lot from that. This is a completely different track. Lot more bump and a lot more inconsistent grip out there. So we're going to take notes and we're going to learn from this weekend as well.
Thank you, Kevin. All right, so Matt Walter is still taking a video, so I'm going to see if I can grab Red.
29 flat. 29.
We're talking to David Scott here, Red. You guys are pitting for Joe Bornhorst. How does this car look out there?
Looks fantastic.
30.7.
Does it really look fantastic, or are you just pumping Joe up?
32.
It's fantastic.
All right.
No, what do you expect?
Thank you, Red. So that's pretty much all we got. There's only 30 seconds left in this run, so we'll throw it back to the booth again with Mike Garrison.
31.2.
Well, welcome here to the ProLine broadcast booth. I'm Mike Garrison. You just saw Tyler Hooks down there in the pits. We've got some exciting racing coming up to finish out the 2019 Dirt Nitro Challenge. We've seen some awesome racing so far. We saw some fantastic racing throughout qualifying. And, of course, yesterday in our Nitro truck classes and our e-buggy classes, unbelievable performance last night by Ryan Mayfield. Of course, David Ronafalk taking the win in our e-buggy class. Now, the lineup, though, for your Pro Nitro Buggy class, which will be coming up the last race of tonight. It'll be Davide Ongaro, David Ronafalk, Ryan Mayfield, Robert Battier, Marco Barufalo, Ty Tessman, Elliott Boots, Joe Bornhorst, Jared Tebow, Ryan Lutz, Ryan Cavallari, and Juan Carlos Canas, not to mention our 3 bump-up drivers from a stacked B main finish. So we got a lot of excitement left to go here this weekend at the 2019 Dirt Nitro Challenge. A new facility, new racers, and a whole new champion going to be crowned tonight. So if you don't have that all-access pass to LiveRC yet, do so at this time. Head over to dnc.liverc.com. Purchase that all-access pass. It's $25 for bonus lap members. It's $30 if you're not a bonus lap member. Either way, you get a $25 gift card to amainhobbies.com. Turn right back around and spend that money on what better than RC. So this broadcast this weekend brought to you by amainhobbies.com, ProLine Racing, Team Associated, Live Time Scoring, RacingTime.se. Our race reports brought to you by AKA, and our pit lane cam brought to you by PicoAmerica.com. Once again, stay with us right here on LiveRC as we are getting set to go for our B mains at the 2019 Dirt Nitro Challenge.
This is the ProTech RC LS5. It's a 5-port long-stroke .21 nitro engine, perfect for buggies and great for truck. It features everything you'd expect, like an easy-to-tune, heat-resistant carburetor, turbo plug, large cooling head, and explosive power, all at a price point that blows away the competition. When you need unbelievable torque and gallon-after-gallon reliability, head on over to A Main Hobbies and pick up the ProTech LS5.
So ProLine's goal with a buckshot tire was to have a tire that we could use not only for qualifying but also for the finals. The speed of this tire is amazing. But the tire is also very durable and long-lasting for the finals. Went to the Roar Nationals at State Line RC, where Ty Tessman was able to capture the Roar National Championship.